Welcome back to Vegan Live Visions. We're going to continue episode number 31 of the CubbyWhole podcast.
An individual that doesn't want to talk about this information because they fear that other people are going to mock and ridicule them for talking about that information. So this definitely ties in with that hassle that I just spoke about. A lot of people don't want to speak about these things because they think not a lot of people will understand, or not a lot of people will know about this information, or know, or be even able to comprehend the information that is being shared. So they'll be looked at as crazy or someone who doesn't fall into their normal perception box of how an individual should behave in society. They're going to be ridiculed for being a conspiracy theorist. They're going to be ridiculed for speaking about the occult. They're going to be ridiculed for speaking about esoteric knowledge. And since that ridicule triggers their own undealt with emotions, then the individual trying to share that information, or who won't share that information in that situation, they either stop saying that because they haven't dealt with those emotions that get triggered when other people start to ridicule them because of sharing information that contradicts what another person believes, or they don't even try, which is even worse than starting and stopping, because at least if you tried, you gave it a shot, you just failed. You reverted back into a lower level of consciousness, which keeps you in your comfort zone because you're too scared to actually deal with what other people say about you. This all comes down to self-esteem, a person's self-esteem, and how much they really care about themselves and know their own value. Because whenever we allow the words of other people to affect us at this level, then we are allowing them to control our emotions. We are allowing them to control our behaviors because of what they are saying. This is what a bully does a lot of the times. He or she will seek to manipulate somebody into a certain type of behavior by triggering their emotions, from which then he's pretty much already won because he has you at a disadvantage psychologically by manipulating you into doing something that you possibly, most likely, would not perform. Now, this doesn't mean that you should never enact self-defense, but this does mean to understand, to compose yourself in the face of what other people are saying. Because when you are overreactive emotionally and physically because of that, you can be easily manipulated and easily controlled. You are not focused, you're not composed, you're not tempered, you have no temperance. So people fear what other people think of them, and since they fear what other people think of them, they also fear whether they're going to be accepted because of what they're saying. And if they're not accepted, then this triggers those primal fears that I was speaking about in previous episodes. The fear of abandonment, the fear of being alone, the fear of darkness, the fear of unknowingness, and the fear of chaos, right? The fear of chaos is the fear of true freedom. We cannot fear the possibility of chaos manifesting. Otherwise, we are, again, at a disadvantage. I mean, this is how the dark occult gets us to police ourselves. Self-censorship. That's what this is really about. Self-censorship. To get people to not speak the truth and to not live through that, through their own actions and their own lives. To be in harmony with the higher self and to be in harmony with natural law. So if we fall prey to the denial, hassle, ridicule factor, then we're not going to actually be in a place to create real change, to be in a place to shift what is manifesting in reality into a better direction. Okay, guys, so that is all I have time for on this episode. On the next episode, we will be getting into the three big boys. religion, subversive symbolism, and chaos sorcery. So make sure to keep your eyes open for that next episode because it's going to be a doozy. I hope that you found clarity and value in this show's information today. And you can find more of our shows, presentations, and current updates of our news at the CubbyWhole website. That's CubbyWhole.com. Also, please make sure to keep your notifications set for future shows as we go further into mind control and other topics that we have planned for future content. New shows come out every Monday at 6 p.m. Pacific time and every Friday at 12 p.m. Pacific time. Stay tuned for more. Thank you and keep transcending dogma.
That's weird. That episode said there was 30 more minutes left on that episode, so really bizarre. Try to get away from these super mutants, but yeah, if you understand this information, definitely don't be afraid to to put it out there. I mean, I'm doing the best I can with this information, and all I have is I have a PlayStation 4 and a relatively cheap microphone. So it doesn't take much to extend this information. You know, I just sent them a message and they gave me permission to do this episode with the Grindin series. You know, and I'm gonna be doing more podcasts with like this too in the future. It's gonna be fun. Go to the settlement. Gotta go help this settlement. Yeah, that was an unexpected ending.
End of the line.
All right, I'll stop it there. Thank you if you made it this far. Stay tuned and stay golden.